So we're making a calculator in JavaScript and let's create a folder called it basic calculator, and inside we create 3 files. The first file is called index.html. The second file is styles.css, and the third file would be script.js. We're naming it this way, but like you need 3 files, so like all 3 of them, but you can name the CSS and script whatever you want. So here are 2 p tags and images, so you can like put stuff in them and it displays the text, and then these are tags, and then there has attributes which gives you some information. Alright, create a website. Let's call the title basic calculator and link the CSS and JavaScript file with a ref style sheet and also a script tag for this JavaScript script.src script.js. Okay, so now we create an input, give it a placeholder value of first number, and then ID equals first input, and then we copy and paste that, and then change the ID to second input. Okay, in the middle we put an h2 tag with ID addition operator. So like that shows a plus sign, header calculator, and give it the result as a h2 tag with just a placeholder text for now. Okay, so if we go to the folder, open the HTML file, what you should see is this. It looks pretty ugly, and it doesn't work yet, so we're going to do the CSS and JavaScript. Yep, okay, so let's select the HTML and body and give it a margin and with a height 100% to make stuff easier. Select the body, give it a background colors to make a yellowish color, and now that looks pretty good. And also we're gonna give it a bit of padding, so to make stuff pretty like nice looking. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is make a font family. I like to sans serif and Avenir, like that's probably my favorite font, and it looks pretty good. And yep, now what we do is let's size the inputs. So first of all, background color, and we have the background color of basically a bit translucent white, so it looks like you can see the background is like yellowish, and yeah, that looks pretty good. And font size makes the font size bigger, and yep, and then we add a little bit of padding and also a bit of border radius to make a nice and rounded, and border nut to remove the border. Alright, so yep, now that looks pretty good. I think we can move on to like other stuff. So first of all, yep, we can use the unkey. We're gonna delete these because it's not needed, and we can use unkey pressed. So this like fires some JavaScript code every time you press the key, and console.log key press, so it will display key press on the console. And if you reload and then you type stuff, you can see on the bottom that it says key press. Alright, very nice. So we can just do the same thing and copy and paste it to the bottom place. And yep, okay, for the job, and we're gonna add defer so it loads last. Let input, we create input 1 and input 2 to get the second and first input, so the input fields, and then result would be like the bottom text that says -- operator is the plus sign, and then we're gonna change it to operator element because yeah, we need another operator variable called addition and pattern name. Update result, let num1 equals input.value, and then press n to make it an integer instead of a string. Do the same thing for num2, and then result. So we're going to make a switch statement and operator, and in this case, if it's addition, we add the num2 and num1, and the default will be addition. Okay, so I'm going to change it to output because there's another variable called result already. I'm bad at naming. Yep, result inner HTML equals output. So now things should work, and yep, we can change the unkey press to instead of console.log to update result. And now you can see like things kind of work, but it's updating weirdly. So what we're going to do is unkey up, and now like it only updates when you press the key up, and yep, now it seems to update much nicely, and you can see like everything is working. Alright, yep. Okay, so we're gonna make a div with a class of button and add a bit of buttons to switch between addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so yep, make a div class button operator, since the ID change it to the things like division and whatever. Yep, okay, so now we have the 4 buttons there, and I'm gonna copy and paste it to the top and then style that. So button operators, we're gonna give it a height of 25 pixels and the background color of white, basically. Yep, And so that's what it shows, and yep, you have that. Now it's white. We can make it a bit bigger, 40 pixels probably, and yeah. So, and give it a bit of border radius and a bit of padding and a bit of margin. So, and yep, and so now it has shows that. Now we want to make it a bit horizontal, so we style the container, display flex, and the flex direction row. So now it looks like that. All right. So font family, we can do font size, make it a bit bigger, and now we do hover, button operators hover, and to make it like change the color when you hover over it and click on it. So hover and yep. So now we do that. Active with it. I forgot to. You need to add s to the operators, so that's why it wasn't working. But yeah, add a transition of 0.2 seconds. Now it's working. Okay, so now we need to do the updating like buttons. So set operator, we're going to change the operator, and operator equals type. Yep, the input is type. I think that will work pretty fine now. And then we add like subtraction, multiplication, and division to here. So if it's subtraction, you subtract the numbers and multiply the numbers and divide the numbers. Yeah. And then on click, every time something clicks, you set the operator to addition, set the operator to subtraction, and multiplication and division. And now that's working technically, but you'll see that it doesn't change the the output and like the operator like sign that's there. So we're gonna first of all update the result every time you click one of the buttons, and switch type, because so like if it's addition, we're gonna show a plus sign or whatever. So addition, we're gonna make the operator elements like show a plus sign. This is probably not the best way, but like subtraction, multiplication, and division, we're gonna do different signs. And now everything is working, and you can see like it's all working, and that's basically it. Yep. Thanks for the video. Thanks for watching, and you can see it works perfectly, and you don't need to press enter or anything. Every time you type a number, it automatically updates. And I hope you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. All right.